We've signed another right back, my friends. He joins in January, had a release clause of 4.1 million. I'm not saying we're replacing Patrick, but I have a plan. All right, my friends, welcome in. Thanks for your support on the channel. Hit that like button, subscribe if you're new. We're on our way to 6,500. Marian Scarlat, playing for FC Cluj. Okay, or no, CFR Cluj. Cluj in Romania. Yeah? Okay. 4.1 million. Our scouts say he's got 4.5 star potential based on our current squad, significantly better than Patrick. And I think I don't know about you, finding a left back or right back in Football Manager has always been a challenge, but I'm really struggling this year, to find anybody. So we got Joe Scally, who still needs to develop. We got Marian, who still needs to develop, but is quite good. Like, his current state better than Joe, according to the scouts. Now, his crossing's not as good, but, look at those physicals, right? And I got your comments on the Top Gun episode. I am that far ahead on my recording schedule that it was like, you still need a center back if you're going to play a back three. And I agree. My thinking here, my original plan, I should say, was to loan in a stud left back and a stud right back. Bring those in and put Patrick as the right center back. Because really, he's a center back. Right? That's what Patrick is. We're just using him as a wing back, fullback, whatever, right back, because we need to. But if we had another right back, again, giving Joe some minutes and giving this kid from Romania some minutes, then we could pull Patrick back into that right center back spot. Now, my worry here is Patrick is going to continue to age. How many more seasons are we going to get out of him? So I'm not disagreeing that we could use another center back signing, but I'm trying to also give our center backs a chance to develop, like Abner Alou, or however you say his name. Would be ideal if we could just rotate those guys in to get them the experience they need. So that's kind of the plan. It's October. I'm going to take you back because I didn't stop. I'll be honest with you. I was watching the 2021 Tour de France because, again, I got a bicycle, a road bike. Words are hard. And it's over here on my smart trainer. And I was just I wanted something to watch that was about cycling. And I was playing the game and I was just kind of just in the flow. And I went right past my recording point that I told you I was going to record. But it was a phenomenal game. And I want to show it to you. So let's go review the Gladbach game. All right, so I'm just doing the goals here. 34th minute. Ball over the top. Look at this. Look at this pass. Oh, that's Ortega level passing. Passes it straight to Daryl DK, who slots it home. 1-0. 42nd minute. Corner, headed in. I was we tend to do this. There's we score and then we immediately concede. Okay, this is second half. 50th minute. Almost cuts the pass out. And then Marcus Thuram, who we had a long time ago with FC Servette on a series I did, scores. It's 2-1. 54th minute. Divock Origi pings it in. It falls. Jakic says, I got this, mate. 2-2 in the 54th minute. Barn burner at home here. Just absolute barn burner. Patrick with his 9 crossing gets it to Jakic, who lofts it into Origi, heads it down. Xavi Simons taps it home and does one of these. It's, 3-2 at that point? All right, this is the 61st minute. Look at that. We'll go back and watch that one again. It was doink, 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 but it doinks off of everyone's head, and they put it in. It's 3-3. 69th minute here. Fabio swings it in. Malik does that, and we beat. Also, I didn't show you this because Gladbach was in first place, and I was like, oh, we're not there yet. We're not there yet, but we were there yet. We went 4-2-3-1. We went gegenpressing because I've kind of felt like the 5-2-1-2, we still need to learn. Tactically, we don't have the knowledge yet, and so, we're kind of easing into that, and I've used it a little bit in a couple games where, okay, we've gegenpressed, let's take Origi and Gelhardt off and try and control the game by bringing on an extra center back, that type of thing to also help us get our knowledge up as we do that. I don't know if that's perfect, but it worked this time. We beat them 4-3. Look at that. 15 shots each, 8 on target for us, 13 for them. They had 2.61 expected goal. Clearly deserved to win the game because we had a 1.65. But we crushed it. So, my friends, we've only lost one game. One game. My goodness. So we had Eintracht Frankfurt. Again, we like to score and then immediately concede. So Kostas Shimikas It was a ball in the box, not worth showing you. Scores his first goal, though, with the club. And immediately we concede 2 minutes later. So we draw with Eintracht Frankfurt, which was kind of disappointing because they're mid-table like us. But I guess that's, you kind of expect that. We beat Freiburg primarily because they had a man sent off in the 45th minute. You'll notice when the goals were 53, 55, and 90. So Joe Gelhardt gets in there at the end and doinks somebody. It was lovely. But I mean, we got a penalty. Jakic gets in 2 minutes later. It's like, okay, we're cruising. And that was good because we were also able to rotate in Thomas, Nikolai, and Balogun. Then we played Duten, which is a local team, as a friendly. I think I said, I don't know when the next break is, but it's because I'd already booked friendlies and my brain didn't see that. Then we play Wolfsburg, who at the time were struggling and are still in ninth, which, last season they finished 6th, prior to that 4th. So, they're a pretty good team, but they absolutely ran rampant over us. 4-1, kind of ugly. Now, to be fair, I think I had rotated a little bit. Abner started. We played the 5-2-1-2, and it just didn't go well. That goes back to... the whole scenario of not knowing. Sorry, my phone is blown up twice in recording. It's annoying me. Then we play Bochum, who are 13th at the time, though. Not facilities at the time. Like, they're a bottom table team, right? Like, that relegation playoff zone type team. So I was actually quite gutted that we drew with them 1-1. They scored in the 8th minute. Silver Ganvula, we looked at him at one point as a target forward. 6'3". I even had somebody specifically man marking him, or no, I had everybody tightly marking him. And guess what happened in the 8th minute on a corner? He was left unmarked. Or maybe there was somebody in the zone, but he's 6'3" with 17 jumping reach, and he outjumped everybody and scored. But we were able to come back, and Zalazar gets the equalizer in the 75th minute. Arminia Bielefeld, 12th in the league last season, finished 4th. Now, a piece of me goes, they've got Champions League, so they just drew with Man City, and then 4 days later they played us, and we absolutely ran rampant over them 5-0, which was lovely. You love to see that. It's kind of the same thing happened to us, right? Oh, you've got this Europa League stuff? Good luck with that. So I don't really think they're a Champions League team, but they did well. And Thomas with the brace in the first 38 minutes. Zalazar gets in there in 3-0 in the 40th minute. DK gets a brace 50th and 85th minute. We rotated in Joe Scally, Evan Rotundo, Sidi Sane. Sidi Sane is making a case for me to not loan him out. Obviously, it's October. I haven't loaned him out. But, he's looked quite good. We played him the DFB Pokal game. He gave us a goal on a 7.7. And then he subbed in a Bundesliga game and gave us an assist on a 7.3. And I can hear the comments now going I told you. Gonna review some transfers here because obviously we still were in the window at the Dortmund game. So we did transfer out Maximiliano Metza for all the things that you guys said in the comments and gals. Is that he's getting older, he's not gonna get any better, the money's not bad, and dynamics you worry because he was a team leader or a highly influential player, or he was influential in some way in life. If he's not happy, it kind of turns sideways. I think we could have forced the issue and been like, bro, no, but hey, he wanted to go play in the Europa Conference League dream as a kid. He has a start and a sub in that on a 7.0. We wish him the best of luck. He took a pay cut, I think, as well. 24.5 grand to go play in Nice. But we got 2.5 rising to 2.8 million for him. Again, we paid 1.3. I think, again, if you look at the production, not as good, right? Now, we're not as good of a team, so fair play, but only 4 assists last season. Not bad that we were able to double our money there. We'll take it. We did loan out Kai Birms to Wehen Wiesbaden, who are a Zweite Bundesliga team. They just got promoted from the league below. Look at that. They finished 14th the season before, and they finished 2nd the season after. That's crazy. They're currently 16th in the table, which is in the relegation playoffs. But to be fair, they're in the running. Karlsruhe, who we have a player on loan at, not doing so well, and Kaiserslautern with 2 points on -14. Goodness me. But Wehen Wiesbaden, and it's going really well. He is on an important player contract, 7 appearances on a 6.9. They are paying his full wages, $3,500. We do plan to offer him a contract. I don't know. We've already offered him a contract. I wanted to get him loaned out and then wait until October, but not November or December, where someone could try and poach him and turn his head. So hopefully he accepts the contract extension. He's our diminutive, was 5'1" at one point, is now 5'3", right winger. I don't know if he'll ever play for us, but I think he's a good value to where we extend the contract, we get him some good game time. Again, like, there's no way he would have had 7 starts with us, especially considering we don't have a continental competition. So he's already got an assist on a 6.9, and he's developing. Good deal for us. And I can't sell players, but Mehmet Can Aydin has gone on loan to Pek Zvol, and I just feel bad. I feel like I've ruined this guy's career, to be honest with you. Like, we tried to trade him as a right back, and then he just wasn't good enough to be a right back, and we also don't play with really right wingers, and he needs a lot of time to develop, and so it's a squad player contract. You'll note 4 appearances on a 6.28. It has not gone well in his first 4 games in the Eredivisie. They are 15th in the Bundesliga as well, so they're on a struggling team, and at least he's developing, but his contract's good for another year, so, like, I was just like, okay, they're paying essentially his wages. I mean, maybe a little bit more, right? Like, with the monthly fee, but it's not like a huge moneymaker. No one wanted him. I offered him out at like 500. His value shows up as like 1.3 if you don't set the value. So I offered him at like 750, 500. Nobody's interested in this guy. So Fine was like, okay, it's deadline day. We need to get a loan at least. So at least we're covering his costs, and maybe he'll just develop and somebody will want him. But, you know, youth prospect that just hasn't worked out. So that's all that's really gone on since you've last seen us. Like I said, Luca here, struggle bus, 6-1-2 on loan with 4 starts and 4 subs with Karlsruhe, who are in the relegation zone in the Zweite Bundesliga. Not going so well. And then let's just check on Montader. Majid? Anyway, 24 starts, 1 sub, 5 goals, 3 assists, 7.2. Get in, son. Keep developing for another year. We'll see you in a year. But my friends, the next time you're going to see us is going to be against Union Berlin, who currently are in the Zweite Bundesliga. They are in 6th on 19 points, so they're not a half bad team. Hopefully we can rotate a little bit. I am going to play Luka Podlak at least in between the sticks. That's where we're at. It's going quite well. Again, I can't believe we only lost 1 game. We're like, let's not get ahead of ourselves. We're only 7 games in, but we are in 5th on 12 points. So, you know, good stuff. And Dortmund currently keeping pace with Bayern Munich, even on points. 1 goal difference is all that's between them. So that's your update. Hit the like button, my friends, and we'll see you next time.